Good morning, my faithful loyal YouTube subscribers. Today it is Thursday, August 22nd, the year is 2019. So there have been two high-profile shootings in the Atlanta area where 6 people got shot in the Atlanta area, all teenagers. 2 were shot outside a football game. I just had the story. A football game in a high school, 2 high schools who are notorious, Carver and Benjamin E. Mays. George Washington Carver and Benjamin E. Mays high schools are known for having a rivalry that dates back for years. And 2 students, a fight broke out, and a 12-year-old was shot and a 16-year-old was shot. And that over at not too far from me at the AU Center, as Morehouse, Spelman, Clark, Atlanta were preparing. They were having a back-to-school event where hundreds of students, when some guy grabbed the gun for whatever reasons, and the shootout took place, injuring 4 students, all teenagers. Sometimes when these events happen, and our children in black neighborhoods are unfortunately surrounded by violence on a daily basis. No one should be going to a football game or a back-to-school college event and have to be worried about getting shot. I have a client who I used to train. I don't know why I reached out to him and just sent him a text message to see what was going on, and found out he'd been shot at an event over at Morehouse. And I was like, wow. And I remember when this took place a few months back, but I didn't realize it was one of my clients I used to deal with training. And he was shot, and it was so severe that he actually has a cast. He's walking with crutches. He can't really walk. Because I didn't really go into the details of what the bullet broke or shattered. But he was shot at near Morehouse, or at a Morehouse event at school. Yeah, well, and I'm not trying to say, definitely think Morehouse is not the issue here, but I do think Morehouse and Atlanta public schools should provide safe environments for people who are attending events near or around the properties that they own. Now, at Morehouse, the shooting happened at the AU Center in front of a prestigious library. You had hundreds of students there, but no security. Not enough. I mean, it's just unfathomable that at white schools, you're going to have hundreds of students out at an event and no security. At least not a large security presence, meaning police officers, off-duty police officers. Atlanta public schools, in an incident between Mays and Washington high schools, should have, between Carver, I could get into them, Carver and Mays High School, should have known, and they've known for years that those 2 schools have at their football games, or any type of sports event, the rivalry is so intense. Why didn't they have extra security guards out there? See, this also falls back on black parents who don't demand for safe environments for their children. I don't have any children in Atlanta public schools, but I know about the rivalry between Mays and Carver. So I know that this has been going on for years. So Atlanta public schools knew also when they had this event. I'm trying to make sure I got it right here. So they knew the event was taking place. This is what the chief of police said. Atlanta Police Chief Erica Shields called a weekend shooting near a high school football stadium that left 2 juveniles injured very disturbing. Regardless of whether the shooting happened inside an Atlanta public school facility or later on a city street, we have all a solemn responsibility to care for our children and ensure the best of our collective abilities that provide shielding them from this kind of violence by providing the appropriate level of security. Where was the security? This is what the Atlanta chief of police said. So even she knew they didn't have adequate security for this event. That's basically what she was saying. Well, like I said, 12-year-old and a 16-year-old. This was a scrimmage game being played between George Washington Carver and Benjamin E. Mays High School. About 9:30 p.m., police were called to Olive Street near the stadium about two people being shot. Investigators believe the incident started as a fight between two people who were leaving the game. Campus said the fight that led to the shooting might have stemmed from a series of disputes that broke out inside the stadium. Police are checking for surveillance video that might have captured the shooting. The shooting came just 5 years after a fight that led to shots fired at a game between the same schools at the same stadium. Hundreds of people were at the Mays versus Carver game on October 24, 2014, when gunshots rang out. Well, an off-duty police officer who heard the shots found a 17-year-old boy with a gun. As the situation escalated, the officer shot the teen in the arm. The teen, later identified as Mays High School student Eugene Brantley, was charged with carrying a concealed weapon, obstruction, reckless conduct, and carrying a weapon on school properties. But anyway, this was a few years ago. Police believe other students may have been involved in the altercation. 3 guns were found at that scene during the incident. So they've had problems over the years between these two high schools. And they didn't have just adequate security there. But black parents have got to start demanding that their children be safe. There's no way I would send my child to Morehouse or the AU Center when that surrounding neighborhood is hell on earth. The AU Center and the neighborhood surrounding is horrible. With all the gentrification taking place in Atlanta, it has not happened in that area. And the city of Atlanta has no incentive to improve that area because they need them people in there to remain there to vote for them. So, you have an area of town that is very poverty-stricken and depressed. Besides the fact, the housing collapse of 2008 left a lot of vacant, empty homes over there. You've had some investors go in there in an attempt to clean up that area, but it ain't working. They got a long way to go over the AU Center. Homes surrounding that neighborhood is rough. They believe it was a student who was involved at Morehouse. One of the students from one of the local colleges, Morehouse or Clark, Atlanta, they believe they have a video of the person who did the shooting there that injured 4 students, and so 4 female students. And so they're waiting to identify that person to see before they 100% say he is a student. They do have a video of the suspect. So we'll know later on. Some people are going to ask me about this, but you all have to remember. There's so much violence in our communities that we just accept as normal. So much violence and dysfunction that we kind of close our eyes to and pretend doesn't exist. And then when shit like this happens, we say, what? What happened? Why? Oh, why? It's been going on for a long time. This is not the first incident at the AU Center. It won't be the last. And the incident took place at those 2 high schools. Not the first incident, and it won't be the last. But parents who send their children into these war zones, they bear some of the responsibility. Because you take a risk. They're taking the risk with their children's lives. I don't think I can take that risk with my child's life. I mean, I couldn't do that. If I had to choose between sending my child to a college near or on the AU campus, it'd be a no for me. I want my child to be someplace safe. In a safe environment that I know they're getting the education and I don't have to worry about them being shot while attending an event out at their school's campus. There are safe schools all over the United States. There are safe HBCUs. And what they paying for them HBCUs, good Lord, you better off at Georgia State or Georgia Tech. That shit is Georgia State in particular, is much cheaper than Spelman or Morehouse. Those are just my thoughts. By the time they get graduated and get that old worthless degree from Georgia Tech, Georgia State, Spelman or Morehouse, that shit ain't worth nothing any damn way. Just so. Matter of fact, you'd be better off just taking your child and trying to get you a Chick-fil-A franchise. How much does that franchise cost? Baby, you going straight from high school to owning a Chick-fil-A. That's all we can do for you. They'd be better off. I am dead serious. But anyway, those are my thoughts on that violent episode. I did a post that some people were angry about where I said, I can't live in black neighborhoods. I just can't, y'all. I've lived in multiple black neighborhoods over the years here in Atlanta. College Park, Stone Mountain, Lithonia, Old Fourth Ward, before gentrification took over Old Fourth Ward. And they were always black neighborhoods. Filthy, dangerous, horrible neighborhoods. Stone Mountain went straight to hell. Lithonia soon followed. Old Fourth Ward was horrible when I moved in there, and horrible when I left. Old College Park, I ain't even get something to say about College Park. What's the point? So I lived in College Park, Lithonia, Stone Mountain, Old Fourth Ward, all predominantly black areas where it was hell on earth. You know, so for me, I can no longer do those areas. Too much violence, too much crime, too much nigga shit. And I just post about people get mad, self-hating black guy. No. I don't know why people, y'all, sometimes you get tired of nigga shit. And if they had an all-black gay neighborhood, I wouldn't live there either. I'm tired of them sissies. Just don't live in environments like that no more. I like to know I can park my car outside and nobody can steal the stereo out the car. I've had stereo systems stolen, cars broken into. Ain't nothing like coming on out to your car and seeing it up on bricks. Where you going? I've seen that happen. Walking up to your car, hitting the alarm like, why is this alarm not working? You get there, your door's wide open, and you stole all your shit out the car. The radio, all the speak, everything. It's like, been there. Done that. Now, I'm not saying that certain areas are safer, but you know what I've learned? Get in where you fit in. And you get what you pay for. Where I live at now is much safer, but I'm actually going to upgrade from here. I'm not renewing this lease. I'm saying, First off, it's a townhouse. I don't like all these stairs. I'm actually tempted to break this lease. And I should never chose this 2-story townhome. Because I can't go up these stairs. It's a doozy. You know, just before this video, I had to run upstairs, turn the TV down, come down, turn this TV down, you know, prepare for the video. Can't do this. Too old. And I knew better. I knew I didn't want all these stairs. These are 10 foot. The first floor here is about 12 feet tall. Y'all probably can't tell because the way I did the videos, you really can't tell. But this first floor here is about 12, not 10 foot, about 12 foot. So, but there's an elevated where I'm sitting at now. This is the dining room. There's the kitchen, there's the living room. You actually come about 3 steps to get to the dining room. So it's elevated. So when you go upstairs, oh boy, it's a lot of stairs. Way more than usual, I'm sure. And don't you get up there and forget something. I go way downstairs. And don't have to go all the way down to the bottom. Your ass are doomed. So that laundry room is in the basement where the garage is. So you have to go all the way down there. Yesterday I got a package in the mail and I heard some noise. What was that? Then my phone beeped and buzzed and it said, oh shit, I missed the package by the post office. I didn't hear about it on the third floor. So I looked out the window and I said, well shit, he couldn't be got that fan far. So I raced down 2 flights of stairs, looked around for him. Where's this package at? Because he left a little slip. So I ended up running around the complex and I caught the mail truck. And he's like, I knocked at the door. So I got to give me a doorbell of some type, that ring thing. Because if he had ring that doorbell, I would have heard it on the 3rd floor. So that's my fault. I need to ring the doorbell. But I did get my package. Because I was about to be hell on earth to get that damn package. Then he left the wrong slip. I said, this is where, and I'm glad I asked him that. He was like, oh, I gave you the wrong slip. I said, oh, shit, I've been searching all over Atlanta for that damn package. Thank goodness I was here. But that actually had a doorbell. That's my dumb ass. So I'm going to go by Home Depot and get a doorbell today. I need to get a doorbell. Something I know they have. I looked at the Ring thing before. I'm going to figure something out. Today. That's the second time that's happened. But anyways, this townhouse is not working. I need to be in a high rise for old folks. I am dead serious. You know, them pretty high rises, you see the old folks running in there. That's where I need to be. Affordable. Let's see if I might have to go over there and see how much is it. That's where I need to be. I need to be one of them high rises. I don't need nothing fancy. I need to get into one of them high rises in Midtown for old folks. See if they can give me that market rent. Shit, that's cheaper than them other high rises, them old fancy, smashy high rises. I went into one. I looked at a unit before I rented this place, and it was a studio. And it was maybe a studio / 1 bedroom. That shit was $2,000. I was like, what? I said, no, I can't do this. But I'd have been better off because for what I'm paying here, I have more space. But last month I got a surprise from Georgia Power. The electrical bill for July was $500. I said, oh, I looked at that. Oh, yeah, my ass, $500. And in fact, they're in because the air conditioning unit, the furnace, and the air conditioning in the basement. So it's got to go up 2 floors. So this floor is relatively cool. Matter of fact, it can get cold on this floor. But upstairs, don't forget that I told you it's 12-foot floors, 12-foot, so by the time you get up there, it's going to be hot. So if you turn that air down or off, it's almost impossible to try to cool off that 3rd floor. And this is a flat roof on this building. I don't know why they didn't build this thing like that. So basically, because the roof is flat, it means shit. Ain't no roof. So no ceiling, so but there's a roof, of course. But there's no A-frame or nothing, it's just flat. So basically that peak bears up. But it gets extremely warm up there. So you have to keep the air on. This is an expense I could have avoided. Seriously. Then they charge for extra cars over here. Then all this other shit, trash pickup and all this shit. I've done my own trash, it's just me. This is a mistake. You live and you learn. Sometimes you don't need something that's damn big. I should have moved. There was a unit in this building at the corner of 10th. There's an old folks high rise, if y'all know Atlanta, at 10th and Juniper Street. They had a market rental unit there for 1 bedroom. It's only $900 some for 1 bedroom. It was not, they just gutted the whole building. But it was, what was that there? I don't know I didn't go look at it. Because at the time, was it under renovation? But the 1 bedroom was $900 in that building. And that was market rent, which I could be wrong about that number, but it was something affordable. I don't know why I didn't go there and look at that damn thing. But I should have went right near Piedmont Park. But I think I need to be in a high rise. And then when the high rises comes, there's its own issues getting your groceries from your car. At least here, I park in the garage and bring my groceries right into the unit. Yeah, I'm tired though. I can't do these 2 flights of stairs. Can't do it. And in a high rise, you have more privacy. People know you're at home when you see your car parked outside. In a high rise, you don't know if you're there or not. And even though I've repeatedly told people to stop knocking on my door without an invite, they still come around here. It's like, don't they get it? Niggas don't listen. I was literally in the kitchen a day ago doing something. I heard a knock at the door. Now somebody looking at me out through the window because I have a glass door here. He looking back at me, I looking back at him. I looked and saw who it was. I kept right on cleaning. I didn't pay him no attention. And he texted me. I said, what are you doing here? I said, I'm busy. Oh, I said, I am busy. and put that phone down, kept doing what I was doing. And he got the message. Don't show up. That's one thing about me personally. I have never just showed up at somebody's house. How disrespectful. I don't call people out of the blue. I don't go to people's homes. I don't text strange people. I just don't. People have a life. I get so many text messages and phone calls and surprise visits by people. I'm like, what in the hell? Now, my mother, of course, she comes over occasionally, surprise visits too. That's mama. She can get on in here. She got a key in the damn way. I'm like, what you knocking for? You got a key. Well, I don't want to use that. Ain't nothing going on in here. Use that key. Should you come on in? And if you see me, I'm running around, sometimes I be butt naked. I say, you didn't see me butt naked before, so use the key. So, anyway. Yeah, I was criticized for saying I don't want to live in predominantly black neighborhoods. I don't. I did my time. Y'all, I'm sorry. Sue me. I need to go someplace to live where I know it's safe. This area where I'm at is safe. The reason why I really chose this area, there's a grocery store across the street. There's a lot of stuff very close by, a gas station, restaurants. There's a lot of stuff near here that I could walk to. I ain't walked to it yet because it's been one hot ass summer. Ooh, boy. It's been hot as hell this summer. I gotta walk shit. When I was walking around looking for that post office, looking for that mail carrier yesterday, I like to faint it out there in there. He does. Oh, God, where is this mailman? I was like, ooh, I saw that truck. Oh, thank God he's still here. But it was hotter than a motherfucker out there. And I'm very curious. My July bill was $500. I don't know what this August electrical bill is going to be. But I'm sure it's going to be a doozy too. I guess I'm ready for it. Hard to say. Yeah, it was. I'll have that in September. Let me see. Yeah, because we're in August now. Yeah, it's gonna be a doozy. That I already know. Yeah, when we lived on West Roxborough, we had this house at 3. Those of you who want to Google it, 3000 West Roxborough Road. It was not unusual to get $1,000 to $1,500 electrical bill. That was 10 years ago. By the time you had that pool filter running, heating and cooling that massive ass house, electrical, lights, it was not unusual to get a $1,000 to $1,500 electrical bill in the summertime. So when I look at people saying they want these massive houses, that was just Georgia Power. Don't forget we had gas. The pool was heated by gas when we did heat the pool. Sometimes the water was just too cold. But the gas, we had gas in that house too. So all the furnaces, the furnace was gas. The appliance was gas. The cooktop rather. And the hot water was gas. So just on electric, it was not an all electric house. But it was not unusual to get $1,000 to $1,500 electrical bill in the summertime. Never again. I don't care if I get like $1 billion. When somebody says 5,000 square feet, you can keep that shit. I don't want it. This is about 2,000 square feet here. 2 bedroom, 2 bath, about 2,000 square feet. But again, the reason it's so expensive to heat, to cool, is the way it's stacked high. And then the second floor in the middle is 12 feet. The second floor is 12 feet. So you got to cool your level off. And then you go into the garage. It's nice and cool down there. I'm like, okay, why is the garage cool in here? And I've asked the maintenance man, I said, why is my garage so cool? Well, technically it's underground. I said, you sure that air conditioning is not cooling off that damn garage with that? I don't give a damn about that Mercedes down there. You can sit, it's designed to sit and heat. He said, I'll look at it and see. But yeah, it feels like the air conditioner's on. Something's, I don't know. To me, when I walk into that garage at first floor, which is strictly garage in a foyer area, it's cooler down there than, and it could be because technically it's considered on a sub-level from the front. So that might be part of why it's cool, but it feels like to me part of the air conditioning is cool. And they got the, but anyway, they should have replaced the heating and air units with some more efficient units, and they should have replaced these windows. But they couldn't because they said it was not historic. Historic my ass. But anyway, today it is Thursday, August the 12th, 22nd. Thursday, August 22nd, year 2019. Look forward to reading y'all's comments. And I'm out of here and enjoy your Thursday.